The summer update for GTA Online drops tomorrow, probably around 4 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. UK. I'll be up early in the morning in order to check out money fronts. And I already did a video about it in case you're curious about what we know so far when it comes to the money fronts update. What I would like to talk about is other potential money fronts that would be nice to have in the game. Probably not. I have a bad feeling that this is probably going to be three different businesses, and then unless Rockstar decides to do something in December, that's probably it. But this does open the door for some possibilities for us to purchase and run legitimate businesses as fronts, because what criminal enterprises out there doesn't do things like that, right? So anyways, I came up with a list of various businesses around Los Santos that I think would work rather well as fronts for us to purchase, earn passive income from, and even do some mini games inside in order to give the appearance that we're a legitimate business person. By the way, let me know of all the different businesses out there in GTA Online, which ones would you like to see as fronts? Feel free and let me know below in the comments section. So the first one is going to be fast food. So when you think of fast food, right? Fronts, Breaking Bad, Gus, perfect, right? The legitimate businessman who wears a suit and tie, very well respected by the community, but he's actually a drug lord. Yeah, I think this works rather well as a business front. And there's several fast food restaurants across the map that I think would be great for us to acquire financially and run as legitimate businesses, such as Burger Shot, Clucking Bell, Bishop's, Taco Bomb, Up and Atom, and there's probably a few others out there as well. Clucking Bell and Bishop's would be perfect if you were going for that Gus Fring look, because, you know, he was the chicken man, right? So it would make sense for you to want to run a Clucking Bell or a Bishop's down in Strawberry. Or if you just want to flip burgers and have some fries, then why not go with Burger Shot or Up and Atom? And it would be awesome if you actually could have to go inside and put on the uniform and either work the cash register or flip burgers or fry chicken and fries or make the tacos with a taco bomb. Who knows? Maybe Fern can finally get his sheep tacos over at Taco Bomb. A few other chains that could be good for fronts is the coffee business. If you ever watch Beverly Hills Cop, the first one, you know that they like to use coffee grounds to hide a little something underneath the coffee grounds. So why not use the different coffee shops as fronts as well, such as Bean Machine, as well as Cool Beans. You could go in there dressed up in like a Starbucks style outfit, brewing some coffee, some cappuccinos, as well as, running a little side racket along with the coffee beans. Families also like to have nice restaurants to go and dine and for appearances, and also to have their meetings behind closed doors. And there's quite a few restaurants throughout the map, including Pothead Seafood, as well as Al Dante's Italian, and more. So that would be kind of cool if you could buy a restaurant and then operate the restaurant internally, and even cosmetics for the insides of these businesses. Hire the waiting staff, the cooks, make sure you hire the best cooks, or else you're going to get terrible reviews. I know this is a little too in-depth for what we have in mind, but at the same time, it would be kind of cool if we had something like this, the ability to run a legitimate 5-star restaurant. Next are the different shops, such as pawn shops. I think a pawn shop would make sense as a front, and what better way to launder money than with a laundromat. So there you go, right? It's pretty obvious. And go the Better Call Saul route with Digital Den, selling some hot phones to criminal customers and various gangs throughout Los Santos in order to make a tidy profit. There's also bars, hotels, motels, along with a few additional nightclubs like Bahama Mamas, a couple extra strip clubs, I think a comedy club. But I didn't really want to go with the strip clubs or comedy clubs or nightclubs because we already have a nightclub in After Hours, and I felt like that'd be kind of like a repeat of After Hours. So that's why I didn't really mention that too much. But every single legitimate business you see throughout Los Santos and Blaine County could serve as a front for us to acquire and run legitimately, with each one containing its own unique mini games, as well as earning passive income for our criminal empire. Which is pretty much the theme of Money Fronts, quote unquote, playing the role of a local business owner and managing the legitimate side of your operations. As much as I would like to see Rockstar go really in depth with the car washing and the helicopter tours and the cannabis shop, I think it's going to be very bare bones when it comes to us cosplaying or role-playing as a legitimate business person. But at the same time, it would be kind of cool to role-play as Walter White and Skylar and buy the car wash, pretending you're running this legitimate car wash business as a front for your blue pill empire. If we go by the screenshot, it looks like we're going to have NPCs doing the work for us. So I guess you'll have to hire NPCs for everything. But it would be interesting if we could actually, man the cash register and have to go out there and wax on, wax off the vehicles. But I don't know how in depth we're going to get with the car wash, Higgins helicopters, or smoke on the water. But I guess we'll find out one way or the other coming up Tuesday morning whenever we check out the money fronts in GTA Online. I hope that this is a decent summer update, and who knows, maybe we'll get a Money Fronts 2 for the December update with even more businesses that we can purchase and run, quote-unquote, legitimately. Would you like to see Rockstar add more purchasable fronts in GTA Online before we head off to Grand Theft Auto 6 next May? Or do you think Rockstar is only going to give us 3 businesses as fronts, no more and no less? Your thoughts, views, and opinions, welcome, as always, below in the comments section.